What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Wake Up Show. We're gonna start with something a little exciting today. Alright, so we got the new Spider-Man trailer coming out. I know y'all rocking with it. One of America's favorite superheroes. Come on now. Alright, let's check it out. Spider-Man, brand new day. Tom Holland.
Alright, organic webs. Peter 2 had him. He was cool. You're cool. Sorry about that.
This whole thing can get really scary.
You sure you want to do this, Scorpion? You think I'm Scorpion?
Heightened senses.
Here we go.
Increased agility.
Yeah, you're okay.
Superior strength.
Hawk in there. Boy.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. We used to know each other. But the truth is, I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man. God, that's cool. And sometimes, Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart.
If this was a threat, that can be anyone.
The people who love you.
You just have to trust me.
Fine. Love you because you're you. Just gonna let him go by himself? Never forget that. No matter how powerful you become.
I miss you, mate.
It's a new New York. Thanks to Spider-Man, crime rates have hit a record low. He's the pride of New York City, the hero nobody knows, but everyone wants to be.
Yeah.
You're the only one who's immune to it. You're the only one who can sense it.
They got the Punisher in here.
Did you miss me, Spidey? I am totally out of control.
If you're gonna do something, you better do it now.
Let's end this on a high note, huh?
Spider-Man, brand new day. In theaters July 31st.
July 31st. Alright, a lot to unpack here, man. They got the Hulk. The Hulk making his return, and he looked like it's 2008 Hulk. I ain't gonna hold you. That's a big plus. They got a Castle in here. The Punisher in here. Oh boy, who played the Punisher. That look like that's gonna be popping. And then, but I ain't gonna hold you. I'm tired of seeing Spider-Man fall in love with Mary Jane over and over. How many times are we gonna have to see this man fall in love with Mary Jane and gain her trust? And how many times we gonna have to see that, man? Maybe it's me. Maybe I've seen too many Spider-Mans. But oh yeah, he got the organic webs now. That looks shaking. It's about time. And it look like what? That's increasing now you get all the abilities. So he didn't have all the abilities at first or something. I don't know, but this is definitely go see for me. I'm gonna take the nephews, maybe the nieces, take the family, go see what that look like, because it do look like it's a lot of action. Just know it's a go for me. Comment below if you're going to check it out. Comment below your favorite superhero in the Marvel or DC, I guess. My first one popped up was Batman, but you know what I'm saying? Pop in, y'all. But on Marvel, I'm going to go with, before X-Men, I'm going with the Hulk, man. It is what it is. A man with anger management trying to work through his problems. You know what I'm saying? It's relatable. Speaking of favorite superheroes, one that's been slept on for too long, Static Shock. It says Static Shock is getting a movie. And I ain't gonna hold you. On the thumbnail, it look like Michael B. Jordan. I don't know if Michael B. Jordan's playing Static Shock, but I ain't mad at it. Let's check it out.
I'm new at this, so sue me.
It's already 2026, and we're still waiting for Static Shock to make a jump from animation to live action. I really don't know whether the wait will stretch for another 5 years or more, but recently, a variety piece has given us some hope. I'll get more into the details, but before that, I should tell you that if you know this character only from his famous cameo in Batman Beyond, where Terry McGinnis didn't even know who Beyonce was, you should level up your comic knowledge a bit. Static Shock was born in a totally different comic universe until he found his place in DC.
Yes,
and in
sir.
today's video, I'm going to tell you everything we know about that. Also, I'm going to share all the latest updates of the upcoming Static Shock movie, so hang tight till the end, and let's get started.
I got Static Shock over Spider-Man any day. I don't care. It never was developed. I got him any day over him. As far as overall pick, I ain't trying to hear that. This is my favorite one.
So where does the movie stand in 2026? In April 2026, a Variety piece announcing the live-action series of The Phantom also revealed brief information about where the Static Shock movie stands now. Filmmaker and producer Reginald Hudlin, who directed and produced the Phantom series, has also mentioned that their Static Shock movie is in the development stage. However, a development stage means many things. Reginald Hudlin, who directed and produced the Phantom series, has also mentioned that their Static Shock movie is in the development stage. However, a development stage means many things. As of now, no official information about the creative team, cast, or the production team have been announced. So it's safe to assume that Static Shock hasn't actually entered the production phase yet. Back in 2020, at a DC fandom, Hudlin first brought up a Static Shock adaptation, and ever since, we've been rooting for it. Early in the 2000s, Static Shock was one of the most recognized young teen heroes.
25 years ago.
Just like Spider-Man. But the most common mistake people make about this character is that he's a DC superhero. Well, it's not exactly like that. Although Static Shock ended up under the DC banner, it was Milestone Media who first launched the character.
Black on.
1993, some of the most creative black writers and producers came together to form Milestone Media, and Static Shock was one of their most popular comic book characters.
You see the X on the hat? Just saying. It's saying. You see the. He almost got the Black Panther suit on. It was black. You see the man.
Until 2000, when he was adapted into an even more popular animated series that ran for 52 episodes until 2004. DC definitely did a good job bringing a young teen of color as tough competition to Marvel's Spider-Man. But Static Shock deserved more than just an animated series or a few crossovers with other DC heroes. After the 2020 announcement of the live-action film, Hudlin was silent for a long time, and I think the only reason was the ownership issue with this project.
Of course, new powers wouldn't hurt.
Shout out to WB. That's what it was coming on.
The ownership problem nobody's talking about. After the announcement at DC Fandom, when the silence prevailed for a little too long, naturally the curiosity became overwhelming. So recently, at the red carpet premiere of Peacemaker Season 2, James Gunn was asked about several other pending DC projects, which included Static Shock as well. When a fan asked Gunn about any development news on Static Shock, he spoke about how hard it is to incorporate a character from a different comic universe into DC, because he's been facing this same issue with his dream project, The Authority, which is also not originally a DC comic continuity. In his words, it's all about integrating him with the DC universe because he's not a character that's traditionally part of the DC universe.
They're trying to see how strong he is, who he can beat, who he gonna lose to. But keep it a buck, they might as well do like Marvel and do a DC universe or whatever and let Static have his own universe, man, because I'm ready to see that instead of taking all day with this mismatch and all this other mumbo jumbo. Look at that.
So it's kind of like The Authority. So like The Authority's been...
That was lame talk for you in case you ain't get that.
A little bit of a challenge, simply because integrating them with the DCU has been a difficult thing to do, and the same thing is true of Static Shock. Hopefully we'll figure out a way to do that. Gunn's DCU is making its own mark in the cinematic world, mostly because of their true-to-comic essence in the films that we tremendously missed in the extended universe. So it wouldn't have been a bad idea if Gunn were to adapt the Static Shock live action as well, but I think as it came especially from Reginald Hudlin, who is also associated with Milestone Media, there's a possibility that this movie might not fall under the DC banner at all. Or maybe it will be a Milestone Media production with some tie-ups with DC and Warner Brothers. As we have no official news on that, we can't yet confirm who'd actually own the project. How this movie actually got started. After the initial announcement in October 2020, we heard that Michael B. Jordan joined the production of Static Shock. His Outlier Society will be producing the film, although we didn't get any further confirmation on that.
Outlier Society.
Michael is a huge comic book fan, and it's not the first time he's worked on the comic adaptation. Previously, we've seen him in the 2015 Fantastic Four as Johnny Storm, and then in Black Panther. He also produced...
Real fast, man. Now, if they come together and make this Black universe, as far as they got Killmonger, Static Shock, Black Panther, if they come through, man, that's gonna be a squad. And I know Killmonger is Marvel, all the comics, but I'm just saying, man, if we can get that mashup, it is what it is. That'd be a lot of these characters that need to be popped out, that need to be seen again. I'll rock with it. Even if it come out in an animated series for now, I still want to see the movies popping. How DC be having the movies popping.
Raising Dion, a Netflix superhero series based on the comic book of the same name. So naturally, he was pretty excited to join the team of Static Shock to bring forth the story of an African-American teenage boy with some really cool powers. He specifically mentioned, "I'm proud to be a part of building a new universe centered around black superheroes. Our community deserves that." So you can already imagine this might not be just one standalone movie about...
Am I not reading their minds?
This character, but potentially a whole universe, just like Spider-Man has.
Didn't I just say that?
However, as I said before, there is no further information on the writers, directors, or even the actors. Even though Michael is involved, I don't think he's gonna play a teenage hero in this. I mean, of course he'll be there as one of the supporting cast, but as of now, we can't confirm that either. For the direction, I think Hudlin can be a good fit, because he's been well known as a writer and director, but I think most probably he's going to take the role of a producer for this film.
Real fast. I was saying Killmonger, Static Shock, Miles Morales, you feel me? Batman Beyond, yeah, Batman Beyond technically wasn't, but still he can pop out, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Let's get it.
I've reviewed tech for over 15 years.
I'm big on comics, bro. I mean, I ain't big on comics, but I like that. I like things that ain't of the normal. So I like animation, old westerns, and all that. Anything that's gonna challenge the normal thinking. I'm on that, because that normal stuff sometimes be boring. Asleep.
How are the fans feeling about this? Fans have been pretty optimistic about Static Shock live action since the first time Hudlin announced it. Nothing's confirmed yet, but the fans had already made their creative imaginations come alive. You can see that optimism through fan-made posters and even concept trailers, with one of them featuring a young Will Smith playing the titular hero.
Yeah,
that might not be a spot-on casting choice, but at least people are hyped about it. And
I'd love to see an older Static to finally... he always was trying to get his powers down. I would love to see Static fully, you know what I'm saying?
This kind of hype can actually speed up the development of this project. The more fans will be yearning for it, the more convenient it will be for the producers to work on it. Years of silence and bad press can literally shelve a project, and we've seen numerous examples of that. I think it's not just a certain community, but every truest comic fan would want to see a superhero movie with a black lead, or maybe an entire universe of black superheroes. And I think Milestone can take the initiative to make that dream come true.
Go Milestone.
Who is Static Shock, and why does this movie matter? Now, if you're wondering why fans have been waiting for years to see a live-action adaptation of Static Shock, here's a crash course. So, Static Shock first came out in 1993, as I said before, from Milestone Media, whose motto was to create a universe of all black superheroes. And yes, they successfully did it. Created by Dwayne McDuffie, Dennis Cowan, Michael Davis, and Derek T. Dingle, Static Shock...
Jeez, let's hear them names again.
By Dwayne of all black superheroes. And yes, they successfully did it. Created by Dwayne McDuffie, Dennis Cowan, Michael Davis, and yes, they successfully did it. Created by Dwayne McDuffie, Dennis Cowan, Michael Davis, and Derek T. Dingle. Static Shock drew the attention of DC because the archetype of the character was basically Spider-Man, but there was also a tremendous sense of freshness there. Our teen hero, Virgil Hawkins, is an African-American high schooler who was...
Bro said basically Spider-Man. How? It was a teen with a rebellious attitude, you feel me? Spider-Man got a little bit of that, but man, they really not the same, besides the age. Get it twisted, and they both in the city on that level. It's some stuff, but I ain't never really made that comparison, you feel me? I ain't never thought about that.
was exposed to a radioactive chemical, giving him electromagnetic powers and turning him into a superhero. Now, Static Shock became popular because it was more than just a superhero beating up bad guys. It was talking about racism, gun violence, and all sorts of things that a modern-day cartoon or a comic series doesn't often talk about. More importantly, it represented the black culture, which you found very rarely in the early white male-dominated comic lines. Later, however, when DC took over the distribution of the Static Shock animated series, it put him in multiple crossover cameos. The most famous ones were Batman Beyond, as well as the New Batman Adventures and Justice League. The 4-year running animated series made the character so popular among comic fans that DC had to bring him back again and again in the comic continuities as well. Now, after all these years, when someone like Hudlin finally thought of making a live action, I think we should really hope for the best. Hudlin's ambitious vision with Milestone Media also suggests that the studio will soon be launching more such animated films and live action films for theatrical release. Hudlin said, "We're also looking at new media, like podcasts, and doing a series of stories that will be available on podcasts. We will deliver Milestone Media wherever you are, on whatever platform you want." So yeah, guys, it's very reassuring to see Milestone's reemergence, which I think will fast forward the production of Static Shock if it remains under the original banner. Because, in Hudlin's words, we really want to live up to the name of the company, Milestone Media. Well, that's it, guys. Once DC and Milestone sort out the question of ownership, I think only then can we get some kind of solid official details on its production team, or maybe even a release date as well. Until then, don't hold your imagination back, and let us know in the comments who you think should be cast as our teen electromagnetic hero. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and have a marvelous day. And can we...
Real fast, man. This is Static Shock. I'm definitely here for it 1,000,000 times over. I'm definitely here for it. Some of my top favorite animated series, you know what I'm saying? Static Shock. I like the Spider-Man, but I'll call Spider-Man later on. Batman Beyond, the WB, a lot of stuff that the WB was carrying. Wasn't the biggest fan of, oh, and the Hulk, of course. I wasn't animated, but you feel me? Some of the best, and I think this would be amazing. I've been waiting for years since this came out. I've been waiting for Static to pop back out. I've been, and you know what I'm saying? Literally a legend in just the animated series everywhere. So comment your favorite comic animated people below, whoever it is, superhero, DC, Marvel. We ain't gonna mention X-Men, because X-Men got a lot of my favorites just off the rip before they was Marvel. You feel me? I feel like X-Men and DC kind of go a little too crazy. That's why they couldn't go over there. But we gotta make this happen. Shout out to everybody trying to make it happen, even the fans. You feel me? Because we gonna be the reason it's gonna happen. So let's make it happen. Stand up, stand out. Let's make it pop. These are the eyes. These are my thoughts. Just make it make sense. Peace.